Welcome back to the Pioneer Sideline. I'm your host, Aaron Cooney, and we're here getting ready to talk some Point Park University volleyball, a rolling volleyball team here. Kevin Calhoun, our analyst, is here to chat with us. And Kevin, it seems like this team's just back up to their old tricks, 14-3. Three of those losses coming to NCAA Division II teams. And what can you say?
They look good. They split against Wheeling Jesuit, but again, they're the Wheeling Jesuit, the top team. They're in the WVIAC. I think I got that right. They're in D2 in West Virginia. Again, a very good volleyball team. And yeah, Point Park back on the horse, back doing what they do every year. It's a well-oiled machine, Aaron, when you talk about players like Z-Tac and Roddy going out. And now Lindsay Oberacker, who we knew had the skill, stepping up, playing well. I love what Bruno's done with this team, and they continue to roll.
And that's what you mentioned, the well-oiled machine. And all these players, it seems like just replaceable cogs that you can just drop in here and throw right in. You mentioned Rachel Roddy and Ashley Z-Tech, all three-time all-conference players. Also Katie Geary, 1,300 assists for her in her career as a three-year starter for the Point Park Pioneers. And you mentioned Lindsay Oberacker. We have a screen here for you with our returning players, also some newcomers. In Lindsay Oberacker, two-time all-conference in her third year here, 231 kills, averaging 4 kills per game already on the season. And how huge is it for your whole defensive back row, the beast of the back row there, Ardinger, Galuli, Ashley Hall, to have that defensive force back there just waiting there to carry the team?
Oh yeah, I mean offenses and everything. I mean you can get Oberacker to spike the ball 1,000 times in a match, but if you don't play any defense, you're not going to win. And this team does that extremely well with these new players. I love what Loda's done with this team. A really good addition to the team. And again, they're playing as a full unit, Aaron, and that's what's big for this team. You can't have one facet of the team working and another facet take a night off, and we're seeing them put all this together. They dropped one to Wheeling Jesuit, but they split with them that day because they're adapting. They're doing what they need to do, and it shows. I mean, sitting at 14-3 early on.
Yeah, you mentioned Brittany Loda and a couple other newcomers for the Pioneers, and another transfer at Loda, transfer from Pitt. She was a middle hitter replacement, #2 player in all of Western Pennsylvania when she was recruited. Also, Taylor Pugliese, transfer from Notre Dame. And you can see players just want to come here and play because they know that they have a chance to go out and win.
Oh, yeah, and it all starts from the top with Coach Bruno. I mean, he's just got such respect in the volleyball community. He's done such good things with this team since he came here. A consistent winning percentage up over 60% for this team, maybe a lot higher than that. And again, the record speaks for itself. You're sitting at 14-3, and you're going to start conference play against Carlo on Tuesday in the Student Center. The second game they're going to host there. A lot of potential for this team, especially in what you guys talked about earlier with Kevin Taylor in a depleted AMC.
Yep.
So,
and you bring up the road ahead for us here. As you mentioned, the game Tuesday against Carlo in the Student Center, so come out and check that one out. They also play at Walsh on Thursday. And then the West Virginia Wesleyan tri-match there. They're going to play Fairmont State. That's Saturday at 1. Then follow it up playing West Virginia Wesleyan, the host team, at 3. And Kevin, another Division II matchup with both Fairmont State and West Virginia Wesleyan. And we mentioned they lost to Cal U, and split with Wheeling Jesuit. But how big is it for the Pioneers to go out and really these are measuring stick games and see really how good they are against these Division II teams?
It's great. It's fantastic for this team to keep playing very good teams, because if you keep playing against bottom feeders in whatever conference these teams are in, you're not learning much about yourself if you win 3 straight sets 25-12. You're not going to learn anything. You got to drop one out of conference, because in the end that doesn't hurt you in the AMC. And they're going to Clearwater here in a couple weeks, down to Florida for a couple big tournaments down there. They're going to learn a lot about who this team really is, and I like what I've seen so far. Really, really good start.
Kevin, before we let you go, what do you see from this team in this season? They've fallen short the past 2 years. They've been AMC favorites or in there. They're receiving votes in the top 25 NAIA rankings. And what do we see from this team for this year? Can they get over that hump?
I'm as everybody that watches this show knows, I'm kind of skeptical about really predicting high things for Point Park teams, because I want to be pleasantly surprised. This is a team I have a lot of faith in. Again, it's a depleted AMC. It is a winnable conference, and I think that has to be the goal. That has to be the aspiration for the Pioneer ladies this year, because they have the talent.
A lot of talent there, as we mentioned. Volleyball in the Student Center Tuesday night. Be there, check it out. More sporting events there on the campus of Point Park University. Kevin, thank you very much.
Absolutely. We're
going to see you right over there at the other side of the studio. Going to talk a little ACC, Pitt on the move, Syracuse on the move. Who else could be on the move? Stick around. We're going to Courthouse Tavern Case of the Week with Matt Desmond and Kevin Calhoun.